We'll discover how MyForest seamlessly imports existing content, conducts efficient investigations, and executes batch content generation. Now we are at MyForest. Click Start. Create a new board. I will name the board MyForest Pages Meta Description. First, I'll add an AI context block. An AI context is a piece of background information that helps MyForest understand your intention better. Here I'll have an AI context block describing my requirements. I'll ask it to create a meta description for my site. I'm copying over the requirement for a meta description to help the AI better understand my requirement. It is linked in the video description. Next, I'll research the length requirement. It is important to have that information so we know how long to write. When your writing is beyond the length requirement, the search engine will trim it, so it is important to fit the most important message to users here. Let's do research in MyForest. I'll ask MyForest to give me length requirements from SEMrush. There is no official Google recommendation and mostly run by heuristics. As you see, in addition to LLM, MyForest connects to the outside world, so you can search and back up your work with facts. We have a few results coming back. They look pretty relevant. Now it is fetching more details from a search result. After learning the facts, MyForest updates your block with the latest study from the search. All right, so for desktop it is about 150 characters, and for mobile it is about 105 characters. Click on Update in Content. I'll read the diff first. Click on the diff button. Looks pretty good. Accept the updates, and now you have completed the requirement section. Next, we'll improve our pages. Click on the Prompt button to initiate a conversation with AI. All the interaction with AI will happen on the right side. We call it Evolution Panel. Ask AI to import the landing page of our site. We have our home page, organized in blocks, looks pretty good. I'll update and add that to my content. Now in the Evolution panel, I'll ask AI to create a meta description. Click on the Prompt button for my block. Ask MyForest AI to write a meta description. As you see, we no longer need to copy-paste the requirement for what is meta and how long it is. In an earlier section of the demo, we've created a block for the goal. And all the blocks are interconnected, so when you ask AI to perform a task, it will refer to relevant information across your board. The beauty of MyForest is that you can have super-structured creation with blocks, and they interconnect with each other. You can break down your requirements, mark them as AI context, and work with your team to figure it out iteratively. No more hassle to do complex prompt constructing in a small chat box, like typical chat-based UIs. Now, MyForest generated my meta. I don't really like this. It doesn't capture my intention. I'll go ahead and update it with a bit more detail to focus on the key value of our product. This time it looks much better. I do want a few more options so I can compare. Click on Create More Candidates. Now I have a few more options that I can compare and choose. I'll delete the ones I don't like, compare the two remaining ones, and try to make a decision. Actually, I decided to see more candidates. Delete the one I don't like. I have two final candidates that I'm deciding on with my teammate. Finally, we made a decision. It looks a little long for mobile. Let's iterate on the length a bit. Click Create More Candidates so we have more candidates to compare. Select. Decide Final One with my team. I'm pretty happy with the first one, so I'll drag it to the Content panel where I keep track of my working content. I can still leave the unselected version in the Evolution panel and come back anytime later when I change my mind. Next, we are going to apply a similar method to optimize our blogs. Here we will demonstrate how to streamline this and update meta descriptions for all your blogs at once. I'm going to create a block that holds all my blogs. Go to my blogs, select a few blogs and paste the URL back to MyForest. Create a prompt inside the blogs block to trigger a conversation with MyForest AI. Ask it to import the blog URL. Now we have the blog fetched in structured subblocks. Click Update in Content to add this to my content panel. Similarly, copy the URL of another blog. Click on the Prompt button. Import the URL. Add it to the content. Now I have a blogs block. Inside blogs block, I have two subblocks. Each one is a blog. Go to the blogs block. Click on the title and trigger the Evolution panel for the blogs. Here I'll process both blocks. Ask MyForest to create a meta description for each block. We want to take this result without replacing the original one. We can do it by dragging the new block to the content panel. Click on the blogs and expand to see the content. Then update your website's meta description tag. Hope this video is helpful, and thank you for your time with me.